Let's take a look at thumbnailing in concept art. My name's Goblin. Let's jump in. It was hard to decide how to organize this compilation of thought, so I'll be clear on my journey. Seeing others use thumbnails as the go-to top dog industry standard way to make concept art kind of pissed me off, especially when you look at some of the greatest character and creature designs in gaming that came from a completely different process. So I'm here to shed light on an alternative, a very legitimate way to do concept art. I'm going to steelman the thumbnailing position first, so we have something really strong as a reference to compare this other process to. In thumbnailing, we explore a variety of shapes, poses, and proportions. Priority here is on quick, efficient ways to explore all these aspects, but most particularly on silhouette reading. There'll be more on silhouettes later. Thumbnails also offer extreme exploration and variety of ideas to pick from quickly. They're also small, so you can reorganize, present ideas, and compare silhouette reads very easily. The small scale of thumbnails disallow detail. This is to reroute the importance on silhouette reading and decrease time investment. Limited value / color range also are used to avoid any rendering. Again, simplicity of the read and efficiency. Rendering takes time, and I don't think anybody's here to dispute that. Now back to silhouettes. Silhouettes provide a way to categorize characters instantaneously. Now this makes silhouettes important because it allows for instantly recognizable entities. So through visuals, you will get some inclination of what to feel, how to react, whether or not it's an antagonist, or it can also reference things like threat level, mechanic you're supposed to use in a game, that sort of thing. The making of a silhouette for a character puts the priority on pose, shape, efficiency, and variety. But I'm not sure those aspects are what should be priority when developing a character. So I turned my process on its head. I started visualizing the design process as someone who was meant to fulfill a custom archetype or a specific fantasy, testing shapes quickly, trying out ideas and throwing them away based off of this fantasy the character was fulfilling. This is why I had to search beyond thumbnailing for a different process. I found that thumbnailing just gave me too general of idea of what the character was. It was pose, shape, proportion decisions that were being made without enough information, with ignorance to what the custom archetype was truly meant to be. I start with a line drawing instead of a block-in. This allowed me to start with some details like the face or the focal point of a creature, which I would then build off of. This allowed me to make design decisions based off of the character itself, rather than reverse engineering the shapes to fit material and personality. So for this process, what really ended up happening was I tried to find that character portion of the fantasy very quickly. To me, building a character's story, shape, language, pose, proportions, colors, and even silhouette as you work through this individual as if it was a character you could get attached to, that was solving the problem as if you were the character, which to me felt a lot more integrated and natural. Now this might seem less efficient, but this is exactly why I like to draw my characters when I start a new design. Drawing is quick and expressive, and we read the abstractions of line instantaneously as form or something recognizable. There is an extreme high chance you find something visual or relatable as a hook for the character. The devil's in the details, and in this case I try and expose that devil quickly. As far as efficiency and speed of designing, take a look at Kim Jung-gi for the speed of which he can draw a figure. Let's use him as the maximum potential speed of design. This reaches a fully designed character, far more integrated as you can make design decisions to fulfill this character's fantasy, and you'll be more equipped to take on the intuitive decisions about shape, color, pose, silhouette, material, when you have this more specific reference point to bounce it off of. Also, we don't have to sacrifice silhouette. Line can represent silhouette just as well. And if you need a little extra help, make a new layer and pop a mid-tone underneath your line drawing. This method puts the priority of fulfilling an archetype of a character first and foremost, and might help a lot of you out there create more believable, interesting, and cohesive characters and creatures that you can care about. In a world where concept art and thumbnailing has almost become mechanized, hopefully this helps a lot of people get intact with their individuality and their intuition while developing any type of concept. Try this out for yourself and come to the Church of Cynics Discord and post some of the results using this method. Come talk to me about it and a bunch of others. Thanks, and see ya under the bridge.